GTA 5's worst pre-release predictions. Before GTA 5 came out, people had no idea what was coming. I'm talking Star Wars intros, Morgan Freeman narrations, cult conspiracies, and theories so wrong they've actually come back around to being genius. These are the worst pre-release predictions from 2011 to 2013, and trust me, they aged like spoiled milk. Now fast forward to today. Everyone and their grandma has a GTA 6 theory. Some people are convinced Rockstar's bringing back multiple cities like Vice City, Carcer City, and maybe even Liberty City just for the memes. Others cling to the confirmed female protagonist like it's the most shocking thing in gaming since someone added fishing to Skyrim, which is exactly why it's the perfect time to look back at GTA 5 and to see what the internet was saying back then, because if you think the current theories are crazy, then oh man, you have no idea what 2011 had cooking. So today we're diving into the dusty corners of the internet to find the worst of GTA 5 predictions that age like a bag of milk left in Trevor's trunk. These are my personal favourites because honestly there's too much gold to fit into one video. If this does well and you want a part 2, then let me know down in the comments, and without further ado, let's jump straight into GTA 5's worst predictions. The Star Wars opening theory. Okay, so this one may be the most cinematic thing that I've ever seen on a fan forum. This user straight up thought that GTA 5 was going to open with a Star Wars style text crawl, complete with space in the background, a booming orchestral score, and a narrator who sounds like Morgan Freeman. Like, bro, this isn't GTA A New Hope. And the wild part is, after that unhinged intro, it actually turns into a semi-decent prediction. He lays out a detailed backstory about Michael and Trevor working for a crime boss, a fallout, and then Michael cutting a deal with the FIB to go straight, which, fair play, is actually kind of spot on. But then he keeps going. Suddenly the story fades in on Michael's family, complete with his wife yelling at him, his daughter glued to her phone, and his son mouthing off. And at this point you're like, wait, how did we go from a Star Wars parody to a domestic drama? It's like he predicted half the real story but wrapped it up in the most over-the-top fanfic imaginable. This guy was so close and so far at the same time. And then the best part is, the next day he logs back in and says, yeah, never mind, I was pretty high and that sounded very stupid. Honestly, what a king move. Complete self-awareness. The rise, the fall, and then the redemption arc. It's perfect forum story. Marnie1's random masterpiece. Let's move on to a post from a user named Marnie1. The thread's full of people guessing about family drama, multiple protagonists, maybe even a return to Liberty City, you know, the normal stuff. And then, out of absolutely nowhere, Marnie1 bursts on the scene like he's just uncovered a top secret Rockstar file to announce something that absolutely nobody was talking about. He comes out of nowhere stating that he's pretty certain that Adolf Hitler isn't going to be in GTA 5. Now, I'm not sure who Marnie1 is, or where his absolute absurd comment came from, but I mean, he was correct. Hitler is definitely not in GTA 5. The thing is though, he says it like he's replying to somebody or correcting someone, but he's not. He's just come out of nowhere and dropped this bombshell like he was sharing some ancient knowledge with us. It's the kind of post that stops you mid-scroll. Everybody's speculating about storylines, and then this guy shows up to make sure that we all sleep easy, knowing GTA 5 isn't suddenly turning into World War II simulator. No one asked. No one even hinted at it. But the dedication is admirable. It's like walking into a pizza shop and just saying, hey, so everyone knows there is no dragon in the oven. Absolute legend. It's 10 out of 10 derailment. The almost genius prediction. This one may be my favorite because it almost nails it. The post starts off like the person secretly worked at Rockstar. They predict you'll play as a middle-aged guy in his 40s, probably has a family, and something goes wrong that drags him back into the criminal life. You read it and think, okay, that's literally Michael DeSanta. This guy had the chance to think of 3 different groups of people that may be the antagonists of GTA 5, and he comes out with mafia, cops, and black guys. Like they're building a masterpiece theory and then decided to scribble all over it in crayon at the last minute. It's the perfect mix of almost genius and what the fuck are you talking about? The Claude conspiracy theory. Now we can't talk about GTA 5 predictions without mentioning this guy, who was convinced Michael wasn't a new character at all, he was actually Claude from GTA 3. Yes, You know, the silent, nameless criminal from 2001 has somehow been reborn in Los Santos a decade later. This user went full detective mode, side-by-side screenshots, red circles, arrows, and the classic all caps, same eyes and eyebrows, written like he's just uncovered the Da Vinci Code or something. He even pointed out that Michael robs jewelry stores and that Claude was an armed robber, as if Rockstar was secretly building a Claude cinematic universe. You have to admire the effort, the passion, the confidence, and the PowerPoint energy of it all. Of course, it couldn't be more wrong. Michael is Michael and Claude is Claude. You know what this game needs? A silent protagonist from 2001 having a midlife crisis. Still, you can't deny the commitment. This guy made his own evidence board. This is peak fan theory energy right here. The Great Cult Conspiracy. Now this one, I swear, if you only read the first paragraph, you'd think this guy was on Rockstar's payroll. He predicts that the main character moves to Los Santos to escape his old life. The FIB corners him and forces him to become an informant, and he does it to protect his family. That's literally Michael's setup. You could slap that paragraph into a Rockstar press release and nobody would even blink. But then, oh man, it just takes off into orbit. Suddenly there's a guy named Brother Adam running a full-blown Scientology-style cult using mind-altering drugs, who's also in league with the Mexican cartel. And then the player is caught in the middle of an escalating narco-religious civil war. Like, what? We went from family drama to Breaking Bad meets Far Cry 5 in about 2 sentences. It's the kind of plot twist where you can feel the author getting more excited as they go, like they're typing, wait, and then the cult uses drugs to brainwash celebrities. It's absolute gold. It's the perfect evolution of fan theory. Start with logic and end with chaos. And honestly, I kinda wish Rockstar had made that version. Imagine Michael trying to infiltrate a cult run by a guy named Brother Adam while Trevor gets high on enlightenment powder. Real estate tycoon. This next prediction might be one of the funniest because it's not even wrong in a crazy way. It's just completely misunderstanding what kind of a game Grand Theft Auto is. This forum user genuinely believed GTA 5 was going to be about real estate investment. Like, they thought our protagonist was going to leave crime behind to flip houses, attend business launches, and play tennis with investors while waiting for the housing market to bounce back. I'm not kidding, they wrote an entire post about how the player would manage repossessed properties and work with big investors on a luxury skyscraper project. For the first few sentences, you think, okay, that's kind of a cool story hook, and then it just keeps going, with subplots about mob bosses, cash flow problems, and a friend showing up with a suitcase full of stolen money to finance a construction project. At one point, it stops sounding like GTA and starts sounding like Grand Theft Auto Property Management Simulator. It's wild because you can almost see how they got there. The trailers did show Michael lounging by the pool, playing tennis, talking about retirement, but they took that vibe and they ran all the way into Zillow territory. Imagine booting up GTA 5 expecting car chases and heists, and instead you're negotiating mortgage rates and applying for planning permits. Honestly, I'd probably play it once, just for the chaos. San Andreas copy-paste.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Let's finish things off with a post that feels like someone just looked at GTA San Andreas and said, yeah, sure, that will do. This user predicted that GTA 5 story would open exactly like San Andreas, with Michael at Francis International Airport in Liberty City boarding a plane to Los Santos. It's like they took 5 minutes to think of an original idea, stared at the intro to GTA San Andreas and went, wait, what if it's this again? To be fair, it's not the worst guess. He imagined Michael explaining why he's leaving Liberty City, giving us a little bit of the character's backstory before touching down in Los Santos, which, okay, that actually sounds like a reasonable cold open. But the best part is how confident he is, like Rockstar would just copy and paste their own iconic intro shot for shot. It's such peak fan theory energy, creative for 5 seconds, nostalgic for 10, and then completely convinced that lightning strikes twice. Some of these predictions were wild, some were just creative, but honestly I kind of love them all, because in 10 years somebody's going to make this exact video about us and all the things that we're saying about GTA 6 right now. There are a bunch more wacky predictions that we never even covered here, and there are also some fan theories that were almost absolutely spot on. If you want me to cover the almost right ones, then let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into the strangest corners of pre-GTA 5 internet history, and you want me to cover even more like this one, then drop a part 2 in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe. Trust me, we're only just getting started. Thanks for watching.